licensed it.
Yeah.
But then that accessibility is not to everyone in London. So at what point can we say that you're saying statistically iPhone is like the highest user, and so therefore it should just be like that? So that way, I never get the concept of why niche markets are not open to everyone.
But I mean,
sense.
it's kind of close. It's open in the sense of Android have Google Pay.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I don't use it, but I know it has it.
Yeah.
It keeps popping up on my phone.
So it's the same concept pretty much, in the sense that you can set up a card and you just use it contactless on your phone, so you don't really have to carry your card. But the only thing different with Curve is that you can use this physical card then to buy things online.
There you go.
I can go to the cash machine, take money out, and it won't charge me anything extra. If I go on holiday, also I found this another beautiful thing. Go on holiday, if you want to take money out of a card machine in an ATM in that country, no transaction fees.
No transaction fees. Wow.
Another cool thing they have on it is, like, on the free membership, you only get to trial this for 90 days. But you get to choose 3 retailers that you go to or you buy from often, and I've selected TfL, Tesco's and Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
And every time I use my Curve card at that place, I get a certain amount of cashback points. I think it's 1% of whatever you spend. But then that comes back to you as cashback, actual cash that you can spend anywhere else
you want.
Yeah. All you have to do is change to the Curve cash card.
Okay, got it. Okay, but do we know who owns Curve?
I don't know. I haven't really looked into that.
I won't go into that one, yeah. But if it was that versus the Curve card, like any day, mate, like the Curve card, like nowadays, do you know, because nowadays if people walk past you at a specific distance and your phone, let's say if your card is just around your phone, they can actually swipe all your details.
Yeah.
And that's where this entire security thing started coming out anyway. So, like, one of the reasons. But I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'd be more interested, if it was available to me, fam. I'd be like, you're onto something.
Maybe, I don't know what they're doing for... I don't know if it's the same for Google Pay when you do your transaction. I don't know how it works.
Neither do I.
But I just know that for iPhone or
I'm quite
Apple
old
users.
school. Like my TV, like I'm so old school. Like I don't know why. I know once I lose an update of something, for example, when I lost my S10, or like I dropped my S10 in Camden Lock. That day, man. I was like, do you know what? Let's just stick to old school, traditional stuff. And I sometimes think, do you know what? I like to have that personal contact to know that this is my Oyster card. This is what I swipe. You know, I don't know where it is.
I used to have that, to be honest. But then I started thinking about it. I was just like, it's kind of an extra step that I'm taking to put money on my Oyster card.
True.
When I can just, for the sheer convenience, I could just take my contactless card out and just attach it.
Yeah.
And if you're saying that even if I use my Oyster card or I use my contactless card, I'm going to be paying the same fees. It's kind of like a no-brainer in a sense.
Yeah.
The only thing I did use my Oyster card for was when, or what I would use my Oyster card more for is the fact of, if I don't know if many people know this, but if you have a rail card, you can connect it to your Oyster card.
Yeah, you can connect it.
And you can get discount fares on the underground.
Yeah.
And bruv, let me tell you, that discount is live.
It is live.
I went from one time, I swear to God, like no lie, I went from Walthamstow all the way to Brixton for £1.
Yeah. You're on about the 30% rail discount, isn't it? Is that the one? Yeah.
It cost £1.
Oh, mate.
I swear to, I touched, I was like, what do you mean this cost £1? You get the maddest discounts, and that's the only reason why I would use my Oyster card over. I would put money on there.
Like, that is it. Mate, do you know what? This got exacerbated back in the days when we were about to go uni, and what was it? Was it Nationwide that was offering 5 years of, and the NUS rail card discount, all that stuff to students, and bare people went on it. I wasn't aware, man.
That's the only reason why I went there. That's why I got my student account with them, because I was just like, rail card?
Yeah.
I'm going to Liverpool. Yeah, I need that.
And do you know, like, I was, back in the day, like, I remember I had to go, like, see my partner back in the days, like, between Warwick and back to Brighton. And then if I ever wanted to go back home, and I was like, all right, I have, like, Indians around me, so they know how to get cheap tickets for me. But how can I save more money? The end of the year, in April, when I received my total evaluation of how much I saved, made £183.04. I still remember that day. I was like, wow, you actually saved me. Like £60 tickets were like 22 quid.
That's what I mean.
If bought at the right time with the right people around you, especially if you're someone like me, because I spend sometimes without actually having the finances.
Hey man, that's
I walk out thinking I can spend, and I'm like, no, mate, Minnie, window shop, moment. Window shop. You come back.
I'm forever window shopping until I have that money, and then I'm gonna go buy out the bar.
50 Cent will always stay relevant.
Yeah.
As long as power is. Did you see?
Yo!
Mate, I'm just saying, innit? Like
bars.
I was like,
50 Cent will always stay relevant,
bruv.
As long as he has power, yeah.
And you know what he showed you? He showed everyone is in the spotlight. That is what I loved about power. Like, no spoilers given, but the ending of like...
I haven't seen it.
Okay, I won't say it. But yeah, that was volume. He spoke volume at the end of it. And I was like, I'm torn right now as to how you've ended the show. But at the same time, I look forward to seeing more of you. Like, in my head, I was like, you legend.
I'm looking forward to watching it, because I don't know
it's a slower season, Kory.
I don't know how I did this, but I'm able to avoid news because I just stay off the map and I don't read stuff, and I'll just like, fuck this. I'll avoid this. Like I
trained myself during Game of Thrones.
So like I've avoided power for like the whole entire season. I've maybe seen one episode, right? But it was one random. I think I saw episode 6. And I was just like, yo, I need to see the full season in the car. Yeah. It was all mad, innit?
Do you know when
Tommy's
they
a
say...
madman.
Do you know when they say... I don't know what 50 Cent and everyone else is doing with the script at the background, but do you know when they say each episode can actually be developed within a scene, and then that scene is portrayed by the characters?
Yeah.
And there might not be much going on, but there is so much going on that we're going to break it down to you. And I personally think Power did it actually really smoothly, to the point where they didn't let the audience, for me personally, I wasn't on the edge at any point. And the only thing I was thinking was, you're going a little bit too slow.
Yeah.
But do you know what? Kind of worth it. I'm going to say kind of, because you'd be the own judge.
I need to watch it,
You got to see it,
That's another thing.
We've sat down all these times, and the only thing we haven't turned on is Power, mate. Power.
I need to, because I need to watch it from the beginning, from episode 1. What season is it?
It's season 5 or 6.
And is it the last season? Or is it, are they going to do another season?
So... we should move to the next article,
right.
Because I listen. Game of Thrones is when I train myself to not give spoilers.
That's again, I haven't seen Game of Thrones.
People disowned me on Facebook, fam, for Game of Thrones. Those spoilers could kill you.
That's what I mean. I avoided Game of Thrones as well.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the last 2 seasons.
The spoilers would kill you until the last spoiler killed the entire
All I've
fucking
seen
show.
is maybe a catch up of the season that I haven't watched.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, all right, cool, I'm up to date. I could watch the next season, but I'm going to watch both of them because I like to watch it like back to back, so it's like I'm watching a Game of Thrones movie, innit?
I feel you.
That's how I got into Game of Thrones. I watched I had maybe a week off. I remember this, It was just out of uni,
You binged it.
I binged it, innit? But it was around, I was going down to Southend, and I was hanging out with Philippe and that. And I remember this, I had maybe, it was, do you know around those times when you just left uni and you haven't really figured out what you're actually what you're actually doing, but you got bare free time, innit?
Yeah.
So I think I had maybe a week off, innit? And I don't know what, I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go down to Southend and just hang out for a week. And Philippe and all my other mates, they were going to lessons. I was just chilling all day. So I was just like, well, I've got nothing else to do. And I just started into Game of Thrones. They were banging on. It was around the time when the Red Wedding had that episode literally just come out.
Them red days.
So they were raving on about it, and it's you need to watch Game of Thrones. I'm like, fine, I've got all this time.
Yeah, you feel bare left out, innit? Because they vow to not give you a spoiler because they think Kory is someone who would probably still watch it.
Yeah, so I sat there for the week and I literally caught up. I got up to the red whale. I was like, yo, this show. And at first, yeah, I'm not going to lie, on Game of Thrones, yeah, that first episode is dead, yeah? Up until there's one point that made it switch. It's when, like, I can't remember her name, but the dragon lady.
Yeah, Daenerys, Khaleesi.
When she hits on the episode, yeah,
my poor Habibi.
The whole thing changes. It's like, yo, Game of Thrones is a different...
It started off
Khaleesi.
straight up with, like, wine, incest, some crazy shit fucking personalities going out here, dragons. You got your Khal Drogo, and you're like, all right, you got Khaleesi and Drogo in all right, I'm in. I'm in for the girls and I'm in for the guys. I'm in for all of it. And then you've got Tyrion Lannister with like them quotes in it, like, oh, he goes, I think, therefore I know things. No, I drink, therefore I know things. Actually, that's actually a really good twist on it. I've got that shirt, just gotta fit into it.
Well, my next topic has to do with Mr.
I can already see the article.
Mr. Hotline Bling, Drake.
I know that Hotline Bling.
So apparently Drake is stepping into the weed industry and launching his own marijuana business.
He's not bringing something new, I suppose. Because it's for Canada, isn't it?
Oh, I mean, he wants global domination, but the company that he's partnering with is called Canopy Growth, which is, I believe, it's a cannabis company in Canada.
Yeah.
And the collaboration is now, because of the collaboration, you know, Drake and Canopy Growth, he is now the proud owner of More Life Growth Company. So
basically, like I was saying, you know, like it's an extension.
Yeah.
Of Canopy Growth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to end up expanding.
But also, Drake also owns a 60% stake in the company.
Raw, all right.
So, like, he believes in the company so much that he's he's invested into them, like 60%. Wait, hang on. He has a 60%. He owns 60% of the company. Is that what it means?
So is he saying he is the company? What's the statement? What's the actual sentence?
Drake is said to have a 60% stake in the company. So if you have stake in the company, does that mean you own 60% of the company?
Well, not in terms of full... you're a stakeholder, which stakeholders are pretty much shareholders.
So he has...
Depending on what sort of a company it is, it will determine what his position is. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's still maximum.
It's still 60%, and he still has, I guess, some sort of power within the company that he can make decisions.
All right. But is it broad in terms of what he's explaining, where he wants to go with it? Because I don't feel like it's music related, but he has to bring music into it.
He probably will in some way. He's been quiet for like basically the entire year to do with music. I mean, he's dropped maybe 1 or 2 projects.
Well, he recently had that, I wouldn't call it an allegation. I think this is like dumb media to some extent, where he was messaging that 14-year-old or something.
Millie Bobby Brown?
Yeah. And I was like, I don't know why he's not been there, but I'm not a big fan of Drake, not gonna lie. I'm not.
I don't.
I grew up with the girls in sixth form that listened to Drake, and my head was like, for now, no thank you. But I do like his beats though. You can't lie about that stuff, can you?
Drake makes good music. That statement I can't not knock. Like, he makes good bumping music that you can for every scenario, like whether you want to be whether you're going out, whether you have pre-drinks, whether you're upset about that chick that cheated on you, whether you're upset about maybe you're just lonely,
do you know what, maybe that's the reason, bruv. Yeah, Kory, not gonna lie, bruv, like that might be the reason why I don't like the guy anymore.
He's got a track for
he's too many associations in it, like
that's what I mean. Whether you're lonely, whether you want to dance,
like that song, I Need a One Dance. Like,
that's it. Whether you want to listen to dancehall, whether you want to listen to pop, whether you want to listen to hip hop, there's Drake, and
he's there. You're right.
He's there, and I'm not saying it in a sense I dislike it, because what he's done for the music industry is fucking amazing. He's made it more versatile, more like because Drake likes it, other people are more likely to have a look into that into that area. Like,
that's the whole idea, isn't it?
Do you know